This video is going to be about plastic surgery, alright, and it's going to be different than the usual plastic surgery videos I do. Now, you're wondering, how is it different? How is it going to be different? My usual stance on plastic surgery is that if you look good, don't do it. And if you look really good, don't do it. Um, and I believe, obviously you can have a stance on it and you can do it if you think you don't look good or there's a flaw. Now, the other thing that I was going to, now today the only slight difference is that I'm going to say about it is that person I will never get. Okay, so if you're looking at me thinking, wow, you're gorgeous, you'll always be this way because you're never getting plastic surgery, that's great, right? You think, great, can't wait to have an example. Maybe some of you are out there thinking, my God, everybody in Hollywood does it. Great that this person does it, right? I'm not in Hollywood yet, but I will be. So now you're like, great, I love this. An example of what I want to be. I want to be someone that doesn't even get Botox like myself, and you'll be excited about that. But what I'm going to say though is some people love it and some people think it's great, whether they look good or they look bad. Some people have obvious flaws that they want to fix and they want to get plastic surgery. I say celebrate that. Check, make sure you have the money. Make sure you don't go on major debt because of it. Make sure you have researched the doctor, proper research, not just like, oh my God, they seem good. Make sure you do proper research. And if you don't know how, try to get an opinion from a doctor, a professional, a second opinion, a third opinion if you have to. All right, make sure you're doing what you need to do to find the right people, right? Now, the other thing I'm going to say about that is, some people really feel they have major flaws that they want to get rid of. And I feel like for me, I've always been about me not getting plastic surgery, me not liking it for myself. But I want you to know that I'm supportive of you, especially if you're trans too. Like, some trans people want to get it because they don't look as feminine unless they get it, right? So, of course, you should get it if you feel you're trans and you want to get it. Why not, right? Or if you feel there's a flaw that you've been having for years and you are ashamed of it and you don't want it anymore, well, obviously get it, right? Now, make sure you're also at a certain age where you can make that decision, And some parents are very good. They let their kids do whatever and they're supportive and they make sure they do the right thing and look up the right resources. But if you are a child and you want to get plastic surgery, obviously that's where it's dicey. But if your parents are supportive and they will help you with it, great. But I would recommend getting plastic surgery when you're 18 plus, all right, or when you're older, at least hopefully older than 18. I think 18 is even still too young. You don't want to mess with, you're still growing, features are still changing on you. You don't want to mess with what could be a disaster, right? And remember, surgeries can be botched. But like I said, guys, this video is going to be more positive about it because a lot of people get plastic surgery. A lot of people like it. And they think it's great. And they do it. And they don't want to feel the guilt. They don't want to feel the shame. They don't want to feel bad. They don't want to feel like they're getting help with something that they shouldn't be getting help with. And I'm here to tell you that's okay, right? If you do it the right way, you'll be happy. We all know there's botched surgeries. We all know people can get something really traumatically bad. And, if you keep that in mind, and luckily for you, you're okay with the surgery and it goes well, you're good, right? So then don't worry about it, right? But in general, I'm really adamant for myself. I will never get it. I'm gorgeous. I love how I look. And I think that should be celebrated too, right? I think that should be celebrated too. I think if you are a good-looking person and you want to celebrate natural looks and natural gorgeousness, you should, right? I think it's important. But I want to make sure you guys know I'm here for you guys, and I think, obviously you've heard about the botched surgeries. Obviously you know they exist. And if you've done your research and you know what you're doing is right, or you feel like you have no choice. Some people have no choice, right? So you shouldn't feel bad, and if you have no choice and it's botched, well, that's terrible. But you had no choice, right? So you should feel less badly about it, you know what I mean? Let's just throw shame out the window. Let's just throw shame out the window. Let's just throw shame out the window. 3-point shot. Alright guys, totally enjoy. We shouldn't feel shame about anything. Sexual orientation, our looks, our abilities, our race, our religion. We should not feel shame, right? It's really important that we feel good about ourselves. If we have mental health issues, we should not feel shame. It's really tough out there as it is. Even if you're a strong, mentally sound person with a lot going on, people are struggling out there, right? So remember to keep your head held high and enjoy life and be happy, all right? Thank you for watching. Bye now.